Hello there, Chad Weber from Loan Officer Marketing Lab. Video number 2. We are going to talk about how to add pages or edit existing pages to your new website, as well as how to post to the blog, edit the blog, add images to the blog and the pages, all that fun stuff. So let's get started now. Usually the first thing that the first question, I should say, that loan officers have for me is, what is the difference between setting up a page on my new website or setting up a blog post? So I'm going to show you the difference. Let's go to the main website. And let's start things off by looking at the navigation bar. Now you see this up here at the top of the page. Home, About Us, Services, Contact, Blog. Now I'm using the sample site here, okay? So what you're seeing at the top here, these are all individual pages. And essentially what a page, the definition of a page is, it is a static segment of your website, a placeholder. So if I were to click on About Us, then I know that's going to bring me to a static page, an About Us page. I have my information here, and that's it. There's no interactivity between the readers of my website or any of that going on. It's just a static, unmovable section of the website. Whereas a blog post, if we go back to the home page again, and we scroll down here and you see these featured blog posts down here, if I were to click on one of these, then it's going to bring me to a section of the website that is interactive. You need to remember what blog stands for. It's actually short for weblog. And what a weblog is an interactive, it's a section of your website where you can record information or articles or media, and you can interact with your readers. So you see here at the bottom of the blog page, individuals can actually comment, they can tweet, they can share on Facebook, and we did add these elements to your website as well. So you have your social media icons, individuals can comment, and you can comment back to those individuals. So you have this interactivity going on, but you also have a segment of your website. If I were to click to the blog section, and you could see that your latest blog posts, whatever your most recent blog posts are, will show at the top of the page. So you have this interactive element of your website where your latest blog post will show up on this page. So that is your blog. So how would you edit the content on, let's start off with your blogs, okay? So what exactly are the advantages of having a blog? Well, first of all, guys, is Google absolutely loves blogs. People like them too because you can get that back and forth going. But for SEO purposes, that's your search engine optimization, for ranking well on the search engines, you want to have a blog. So we're going to start off with the blog. So let's go back to your WP-admin. In fact, I showed you in your last video how to access your admin panel, and that is to type out your web address, .com, put the /WP-admin, and use the username and password. You're going to get logged in, and then what I want you to do is take a look at the left-hand sidebar here where it says Posts, and I want you to click right up here where it says Posts, and this little drop-down appears, All Posts. And I want you to click on one of the sample blog posts. Just click on it. It could be any of them, guys. And what I want you to do here is go ahead and start adding some text here. What do you blog about? Well, in a WordPress blog, specifically a mortgage WordPress blog, you want to add articles, maybe updates, what's going on, interest rates, what's going on in the world of mortgages, answer questions and concerns about mortgages or the mortgage loan process. Think about it from a prospect's standpoint, one of your customers or potential customers. What sorts of questions will they have? How can you show yourself to be informative? So let's not worry about the actual subject matter right now. I just want to show you how the process works. So when you go to edit an existing blog post, if you want to change the title, then that's this little field up here at the top. So your title goes here. Whatever you type out here is what the clickable link will be on your blog post right here. You see this right here, does rate matter, should you refinance, what mortgage is right for you. Those are all edited in this field here at the top. The body of the blog goes here. all of this font and text can be edited. See, I can change the size. I could change the font family to, I like Arial, so I would highlight. This works almost identical to Microsoft Word. So if you have ever used any sort of a text editor or document editor, Word or OpenOffice or one of those, then you should be able to figure this out pretty easily. You can underline, you can put in bold, you can put in italic, you can change font size or even font color right here. You can highlight. Okay, so this is very, very easy to use, very interactive. If you want to insert media, then you just click where you want your image to appear, and you have a little button up here at the top that says Add Media. Well, when I click here, I can choose to upload files from my computer. So if I have a picture saved on my computer, then I could just double click on it right here, and as you can see, it's going to upload it. Let's give it a moment to upload. And then off here to the right, it's going to ask me if I'm okay with these settings. So for now, I just want you to skip these right here. These are not really all that important. But if you wanted to change the size of your image, see where it says Edit Image, I could technically click here if I like and change the size, change whether it's kicked off to the left, to the right. I can crop my image. You have a complete photo editor right here. I can turn it into a thumbnail, change the ratio of it, size. As you can see here, I can rotate it. So you have a complete image editor right here. When I'm done editing it, I can click Update. And if I choose to insert it, then you can click the Insert into Page button. But going back to the main upload page, right down here it's going to ask if I'm okay with the size. I can do full size, medium, or a really small thumbnail. Right, if I want to kick it off to the left, I can push it to the left. I can center it. I can kick it off to the right. So it just wants to know how you want to format it. And then right here you have the blue button that says Insert into Post. You can see that I chose to center my image, and it inserts it right here. If you insert a picture and decide, hey, you know what, I'm just not happy with that, well, then you can come back. All is not lost. I can click on it again, and you're going to see these two little icons show up. This right here, this little red with the slash through it, that's if you want to delete the image. The little icon to the left, if I were to click on it, it's going to allow me even more control. Let's say I want to shrink it by 10%. So I choose the 90% setting. I want the image to retain 90% of its original size, or 80%, 70, down to 60%. So see, I can really play around with the sizes here. And it's going to ask me again, do you maybe want to kick it off to the left this time? So I'm going to kick it off to the left. If I were to click Update, you can see how it kicked my image off to the left. So it's left justified now. It's a little bit smaller than it was. And if I'm ready to make my post, I can click the Update button. That's the beauty with WordPress, though, guys, is that there's really not too many mistakes that you can make here that are permanent. See, if I were to come back in here and decide, well, I'm still not happy with it after I made my image live, I can always come back in and choose to move it to trash, or just save it as a draft if I want to preview the image before I make it live, or preview the page. You see how that works, guys? You have all of these options here. Right here, this all works very similar to Microsoft Word. Over here off to the right, your status, preview, update, post, move to trash. So if I post something, I say, you know what, I'm just not happy with that at all, I could always come back in, choose to move it to the trash can, and it's no longer going to be a live post. So that is how you make a post, edit your text, and upload an image, and edit an image. Very, very simple process here. Now there's a lot more you could do on this page, but I don't want to overwhelm you, so I'm just going to leave it at this for the blog posts. It's very simple, but the best teacher in the world is experience. So I would like for you to go in and just click to edit the existing blog post. You don't have to have a whole lot to talk about. We just want you to get your feet wet making a blog post. Even if it's just gibberish for now and you just want to see how everything works, that is perfectly fine. Alright, so please go again. Here's how you access it. Go to Posts, upper left hand corner, and then click on Add All Posts. If you wanted to add a brand new blog post, then you could always click Add New and start from scratch. But ultimately, as you've already seen on your blog, the existing posts state that that they're full of dummy text. This is just placeholder text just to show you what your site would look like once you make your blog post. If you want to keep using those images, that's perfectly fine. We have some pictures there for you, but what I need for you to do is go ahead and edit that text and make it into a real world blog post just to get your feet wet for now. Okay, now let's talk about pages. Pages are also found in the upper left hand sidebar. And pages, we're going to click on all pages as well. Now I have different pages than you do because I'm using my Loan Officer Marketing Lab blog. But once again, I want you to get familiar and get comfortable with the process of adding pages. As I've already shown you, the pages are the static sections of your site, such as About Us, Contact Us, Mortgage Services, and all that fun stuff. I'm going to click to add new, but I want you to click on one of the existing pages. Okay, I'm clicking on adding a new page because I have different pages than you do. But just like you're going to feel right at home here, guys, because just like your blog posts editor, your pages editor is almost identical. Your title goes up here, your content goes right here. You have the same functionalities, the ability to add media, pictures, change your font style, font size, font color, put in italics, bold, underline, highlight, all that fun stuff can be done right here with your text editor for the Add Pages segment. However, you do have some additional functionalities here in that you're going to notice right away that you have templates. Off to the right hand side, you're going to see what says Page Attributes. And if you click on your drop down box, you're going to see all sorts of different templates. And that is, if you want to maybe set up a page that's full width, or maybe you want to set up a more narrow page that has a right hand sidebar or left hand sidebar. You have all of these options available to you. Again, I could stand here and go over what the differences are on all of these different templates, but you're going to learn a whole heck of a lot better if you just come in and make a page and just select each template and then save it as a draft and preview it and see what difference is made in the different page styles and formats based off of which option you select. So again, let's go over that. Right hand sidebar where it says Page Attributes right here, where it says templates, you're going to click the drop down box and just select a different template. Okay, for example, right here I just chose the blog template and so forth. There's the Contact Us page template. Just select them from the drop down box, click to save as a draft, and preview the page. Every time that you save a page, you're going to have the option to preview it. Okay? So a very simple concept. What I want you to do now is, as you've noticed, just like your blog posts, your pages have dummy content. Now some of them you might already be happy with, but what you're going to see, for example, I just clicked on the Contact Us page. You're going to see here that there's a section for your phone number. Well, I want you to go in and add your phone number. So you're going to click on the Contact Us page and go to the body text and actually type out your phone number. And the body text is here. Just look for where it goes. Like let's say it were right here. Then I would just actually start adding my phone number and so forth. Okay, very, very simple. Everything else works almost identical to the blog post editor. So for your next task is to make or edit existing blog posts, and I want you to go through and edit at least one of the pages on your new website. You can always go in later and finish up the rest of the pages because right now I want you to make sure that you get through all of this training. But let's go ahead and get your feet wet on both blog posts and pages as well. Once you've done this, you are ready to move on to the next video. Scroll down to the bottom of the page where you're watching this video, click on the link to go to the next step in your website setup process. I'll see you in the next video.